And now we have a special segment for you, which is called MCQ. That's My Crypto Queries, where your crypto queries actually go to our experts and they answer it in a very simple and sweet way. We have two very special guests with us. We have Rohas Nagpal, Chief Blockchain Architect, Hybrid Finance Blockchain, that's Hi-Fi, Malik Kotadia, Co-founder and Chairman, Finnovation Labs, Singapore. Thanks for joining us. We'll begin with this question. How can one be sure that they are not hacked? Rohas, this question is for you. So basically, I think what this user is trying to understand is how to be secure. Of course, blockchain is absolutely secure, but how to secure, the platform that one is on.
Sure. So while the blockchain has a very high level of security, you as an end user are not really running the blockchain node, but you're holding your own crypto assets in a wallet. So if you're going to be using software or hardware wallets, then you need to make sure that your computer is also safe. Because if someone manages to hack into your laptop, they could easily get into all your apps which are running on that laptop. So there are certain standard protection that we follow. Don't randomly click on email links if you don't trust that particular link. Do not download random softwares from the internet unless you're sure who has created it and it's a trusted site. Be very careful of the apps, because there are so many fake apps that are being used today on the Play Store and Apple Store, where once you download that app, it is actually able to steal all your crypto. So be very, very careful about which apps you download. So if you follow these basic precautions, I would say 99% you would be safe. Having said that, there is never 100% security anywhere in the world.
Agree. Arif's question for Malik, where has Anchor protocol gone?
So this is really connected to the whole, collapse of Terra and then Luna that we saw over the past couple of months. Essentially, Anchor is part of the same ecosystem. There are, multiple variables and reasons for this. One is, of course, the whole collapse of Luna and what happened with Terra and how Luna was kind of rebranded as 2.0 and introduced in the market. The other thing is that it was offering an unsustainably high interest rate of 20%, which is not how the designers intended it to be. It was supposed to be in the range of 4%. Now, my simple point is think of, and I'll give a simple analogy so that you can understand it. Let's say you invest in a stock and everybody's saying the stock is good and it gives a 20% dividend. So let's say you invest in it, you get attracted to it, but it loses 70 or 75% of its value and it exhausts its treasury holding. Will you buy it, or will you hold it, or will you stay away from it? I mean, it's the same absolute commonsensical logic. I think people just got carried away with FOMO. And to add to this, now the company is embroiled in so many legal and regulatory issues, right? Every second day we are reading about some inquiry or some case against the founder, Do Kwon. So, I mean, I would clearly say this was unsustainable from the beginning, and perhaps, investors should have done their due diligence well in advance.
Okay, Yusra's question for Rohas. Ethereum is failing continuously. Any idea when will it bounce back?
Sure. So I would say the success of Ethereum depends now to a great deal on the merge which is going to happen. So what the merge is going to do is the current what is running in the testnet called the beacon chain, where it is now going to merge with the mainnet, and Ethereum will then become faster and cheaper. But the problem is that this has been getting delayed for a very long time. So people are also becoming very impatient. We are hoping that it will happen in the next few months. If that happens, I think Ethereum could make a good comeback. If it doesn't happen, we can expect another major fall.
Right. Asim Quadri's question for Malik. If we trade through a miner, can he give us double in 4 to 5 hours?
Well, I'll just, sound like a broken record, but I'll repeat what I have been repeating on your show. Please stay away. There are no quick bucks to be made. Any such thing where it feels too good to be true, it is most likely too good to be true. So just stay away from these things and, use common sense.
Next question, also linked to mining. Hafiz asks, is mining legal in India, Rohas?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we have to realize that mostly when we look at the law tells us what is not allowed. The law doesn't tell us what is allowed. So for example, I'm wearing a black t-shirt, but there is no law which says in India I can wear a black t-shirt. Because there is no law stopping it, we can say black t-shirts are allowed. Similarly, there is no law in India which says mining is illegal. Automatically means you can do mining and you will not get into legal trouble as of right.
I like the black t-shirt analogy here. Last quick question from Zem. How bad is crypto mining for environment? Malik, you want to take that out?
Sure. So I think it's common knowledge by now that proof of work is definitely harmful for the environment and substantially harmful for the environment. There have been many studies done. I'll just quote one done by the Columbia Climate School. And this is just limited to Bitcoin. Bitcoin uses almost 150 terawatt hour per year, which is, if you had to look at it in context, it's more than the energy consumption of a country like Argentina. And carbon dioxide emission is 65 megatons, which is comparable to how much Greece emits. So, it's definitely very, very bad for the environment. There have been some attempts to develop or power mining through green energy sources, but I think it's still in its early days and infancy. One thing, as Rojas alluded to, is the move from proof of work to proof of stake. That could be extremely helpful, and we've seen that in the case of Ethereum as well. Whenever this merge goes live, we will have 90 or 99% energy consumption drop. At least that's what experts are saying.